I'm sorry for the lighting. I am 2 something in the morning, and I must say, as it has been a delight, and it has been a warfare. And when you speak, and I'm sorry, the garden, I just sometimes I have to get right to it because my mind is just going. And this morning, when I was speaking to you all about doubt, fear, um, faith, and truth, you you have to be a you have to eat the fruits in which you preach, teach, speak, uh, talk about. Period. And you don't become strong until you're tried. You know, faith is something it is tried, but because of the remembrance in in which you have of the positive outcomes in having faith, that's what anchors and that's what holds you. And you know, I doubt and fear wanted to come against me yesterday at work during lunch, and I'm finances is where the enemy tries to come and attack me at. And when my finances are attacked, and I'm calling fear out. I'm gonna call fear out in public because I know who supports me and who backs me, and that is my heavenly Father. But I talk to y'all about when you see it, call it and address it. And when my finances are attacked, it does something. And immediately, when I was on the phone call with just a bill collector, I put it that way, it stirred my emotions and it in the flesh. It wants to go into doubt. It wants to, and before it even goes into doubt, it goes into fear. It goes into fear because when we think about money, we have been conditioned in this world system that anytime the lack thereof, anytime there's a lack of money, that means there's a lack of worth. There is a lack of capability, and there's a lack of opportunity. It tells us that you will not be successful, and it tells you that you can't have because of uh, bad credit, no money, debts, X, Y, and Z. And so uh, I really don't want to go so much into that. I just wanted to give you a background of why this video was made and the epiphanies. And so yesterday after lunch, I found myself, and I was probably in warfare from this morning. And see, when we speak, we have to remember that we do have supernatural enemies that try to tune in too. And so they will try to use what they think or what they may know is a weakness of yours to show you to be a liar. But see, I refuse to be. I believe God has worked in me in the renewing of my mind, the growing of my faith, even in my disbelief, and even my unbelief. He's yet maturing that as well. But I was in warfare after that phone conversation, and I felt the flesh. I felt that spirit of fear. He was like, yes, I'm about to eat, and almost. I'll be truthful with you all. I almost provided him a course. I almost let him out there what I knew to be true about faith, what I knew to be true about truth as it is. And I was racking. I was like, okay, oh my gosh, you know, I done told these people they're not working. I'm trying to make, the best that I can. I work hard. I'm X, Y, Z. You go fear, doubt, and doubt increases anxiety. And when you have fear, doubt, and you're anxious, you are in a essence of chaos. You are chaotic because your mind is racking, your heart is pacing. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to get yourself out of it. And the fact of the matter is that you don't have to figure it out. It has already been figured out. And we often can't get into we don't get to the true solution of it. We get to these temporary solutions because we are driven by the essence and the spirit of fear that distracts us, that causes us to be chaotic in thought, and it fails us. It causes us to fail. And the the meat of what I'm trying to get at too is that fear is chaotic. And one of my favorite scriptures is that I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. And what that says is that solution, truth, in the word of God. And when we allow fear to drive us, we make stupid mistakes. We don't get solutions. We actually add on to the chaos that we are in. Fear drives us to make irrational irrational decisions because we are scared that that situation that causes us to fear is the be all tell all. We think it is the end and there is no way around it because this is God. You know, what am I going to do? We get frantic, we get nervous, we get anxious, and then we start moving in fear. And then we begin to cause more problems for ourselves because we are operating in fear instead of faith and truth and soundness of mind. And truth may not always look good either. And it may not always feel good, but it is. Truth is, I am in this predicament. This situation is true. It is factual. It is reality. But my faith tells me, along with this truth, that I may go through this for a moment, but the end results will be greater. Because I am not operating in fear, I am in a place of sound mind to think, to hear, and to gain the instruction of what I need to do in order to resolve the problem. Fear says, there's a problem, you better fix it, you got to do it now, and you better find an answer this moment. Faith and truth says, it is, but there's a solution to it. It is, but I believe there's a way out of it without causing me more distress and dismay. So, at the end of the day, I think what I'm truly trying to say, and if I've went around the block a couple of times, I do apologize. We cannot operate in fear. Fear causes you to cause more issues, more dismay, more trouble, and more franticness than being in a sound mind. When you're in a sound mind, you can think about, okay, I've been here before, and I've made it through this before. God, what should what should I do? What is the sound advice and the sound wisdom and the sound counsel? Because when you are fearful, your friends who may have true sound advice, God, He may speak to your heart. He may utilize a friend. He may utilize a clip. God, He speaks and He uses so many different things. But when we are frantic, we ain't trying to hear nobody. We ain't trying to hear God, especially. We are solution focused. I gotta get this. I gotta fix it. And sometimes the best thing to do is allow things to naturally unfold, to receive it and accept it as such. I'm in this place. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. But because I'm scared and I don't know what to do, I'm going to be still. Sometimes stillness, it sounds like it's easy to do, but as uncomfortable as being still is, it means you're willing and you're opening up your mind and your heart to say, in my stillness, I have the faith. I am choosing to believe that all things will work themselves out. all things that shall come to pass will come to pass. Good, bad, or ugly, I am will be okay. All is well. Fear causes anxiousness. It causes doubt. It causes us to move and make irrational decisions. But stillness, faith, and truth says all things will work out. All things will come to pass just how it is supposed to come to pass. So if you are feared in losing a friend or husband or wife, because see, when we think people, people we often operate in the spirit of fear instead of the spirit of faith and belief. Fear causes us to want a divorce when there's disagreement. Instead of saying, okay, you know what? I am fearful that I may not meet the qualities in which it is I need to keep a husband or keep a wife. And that fear may come from the insecurities that you have. I am fearful that I am not going to be productive at this job, or I fear that I am not going to be able to maintain this house or maintain this car. And so we make hasty decisions. Fear is nothing but haste. It makes you very hasty. It makes you do things that are not well thought out. So we jump to divorce, we jump to foreclosing or giving up our house, we jump to giving up cars and walking away from friendships and relationships and quitting jobs because we don't think we could do or doing incorrect things on the job itself to try to make ourselves seem like we got it going on or whatever it is. But fear, that is the message I'm driving. Fear is a mean trickster, and it evokes irrational choices. It evokes, and the enemy loves to use fear. Because when you are in a place of fear, you're not in a sound mind. Fear is not sound mind. When you are fearful and when you are doubtful, you are not sound. You are wavering. You are bouncing. You're jumping back and forth to see what to do. What's the best option? You're frantic. And for those who experience fear, which we all have, when you are scared, you are frantic. That's why when a person is bullied, and they're scared. That's why you don't bully people, because fear makes people do irrational things. So I may take a pole and bop you on your head and end up killing you because I'm scared. I don't because it's a fight. It's fight, 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 fight. Run. What do I do? Fear has you toggling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But sound mindedness, trust, or truth and faith allows you to be still. It allows you to recognize that you are in this place. It allows you to say, I am here. But while I'm yet here, I am going to be still. I am going to listen. I'm going to center myself so that I can hear the best things possible from wise counsel, from God, from whatever, so that I can move and that I can grow. So, kings and queens, I just say this to you. Fear is forever present and it's going to be there. But it's okay to call it out for what it is. Call it out for what it is. But don't allow yourself to be caught up in its trenches and in its claws. Because it wants to drive you to do and be irrational. And from fear, it's so many things still. Because when you can't figure it out, or when you've made that irrational decision that has caused you more trouble than help, we often go into sadness and depression. We wear the weight of the world on our shoulders. Don't let fear drive you in nothing, because there's no love in fear. Don't let it drive you. If anything, from my own testimony to the experiences that I've heard, don't let fear drive you, but let truth, faith, let those be your truth and faith. Fear and doubt, they'll just have you running around here like a chicken with its head cut off. Trickster. So recognize it. Be still long enough. Be centered long enough to say, okay, I see you. And I see what mask you're wearing. So let me put them glasses off. Let me snatch that wig off. Let me wipe that makeup off. And let me call you for the ugly creature that you are. I see you. Because guess what? Fear resonates internally. So now you have to remove the disguise in which you have made it up. See, we put that glass on, the glasses and the wigs and the makeup on fear. We try to make it cute because we don't want to seem out of control. But it's okay to say, I see you. And instead of dressing you up, I'm going to strip you. And I'm going to call my fear for what it is. But it won't consume me, nor will it overtake me. Because I see you for what it is and for what you are. And I won't let you devour me. So, that's all. One love. Thank you for walking in the garden with me, even though I'm in the bed. It's 2 in the morning, or a little bit past 2 in the morning, but I just wanted to share with you from heart to heart. And I pray that as I've spoken to you and continue to minister to my own self, that it helps someone.